In March of 2020, some friends and I decided to spend a day in Reading, Pennsylvania. I woke up bright and early on the morning of Sunday, March 1st, 2020. Our main goal of the day was to chase Reading and Northern NRFF freight train, but we also decided to spend the morning on NS's Reading line. It wasn't long before we made our way to the Manhattan area, where we would pick up a friend and continue west. It took us a little while before we made our way into Pennsylvania. We arrived just before 9:40, and NS 18N was already in the distance. NS 18N is a loaded auto-rack train and a manifest train. The train works Enola, Pennsylvania and Allentown, Pennsylvania on its way to New Jersey. Since Enola Yard is south of Rockville Bridge, the power must be spun around for the train to continue east. Seen here, the train still has a decent amount of auto-racks and manifest. However, once the train works Allentown Yard, it'll only be auto-racks to New Jersey. After unloading, the empty auto-racks will head back west on 11J to Allentown. At Allentown, they will be put on a different train. About 20 minutes later, NS 212 came through. We heard on the radio that it was having PTC issues. However, dispatch told them to continue anyways, and sure enough they did. Note the auto-racks on the front of this train. These auto-racks came from NS 290, which was abolished in early 2018, and the auto-racks were thrown on the 212, since it took the same route as 290. Another 20 minutes of waiting, we heard a K5LA in the distance. This train was NS 20K. After 20K cleared, we hit the road for the Reading and Northern. The original plan of the day was to chase the WCRB from Cressona to Leesport, but that did not end up running. Here is a GP39RN and an SD40-2 that would have been the power of that train. We then moved to Port Clinton, where we saw another GP39RN. The time eventually came for NRFF. Here it is passing Leesport with 3 SD50s on the point. Port Clinton was our next location. Just listen to those EMD 16-645 F3B prime movers echoing in the mountains. Our next spot was New Ringgold. This was the only spot that had decent lighting. Once the crossing gates go up, we rush to our next location. Zenners was our next location, which provided a nice curve shot of the train. Our final location of the chase was Tamaqua. We would have gotten it at one more spot, but we were facing time constraints and had to head home. The lead unit, RBMN 5033, is an SD50M. There are 4 of these units on the Reading and Northern's roster, and they're all up for sale as of now. They were built for the Missouri Pacific, then later went to the Union Pacific. They kept their original numbers all the way through. The two trailing units are CSX SD50-2s. One of these units was built for the Seaboard system, while the other was built for the B&O. Although the B&O was under chassis system, the merger between the B&O, C&O, and Western Maryland. The final cars rolled through the crossing, ending an awesome day of train chasing. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of my new uploads. I'll see you guys down the line.